welcome again to Morning Devotions. Thank you again so much for our time together. And welcome to a very special edition of our daily devotions coming from the land of Israel. I am standing right now in the middle of an ancient ruins that really, it's where everything began for you and me. No, everything began for us with Jesus. Well, that's true. But when the first Gentiles began to be saved, that's when the gospel really began to change the world, because you and I are Gentiles. We find the story in Acts chapter 10, where Cornelius called for Peter. Beginning, say verse 24. The next day Peter started out with them, and some brothers from Joppa went along. The following day they arrived in Caesarea. Cornelius was expecting them and had called together his relatives and close friends. As Peter entered the house, Cornelius met him and fell at his feet in reverence. But Peter made him get up. Stand up, he said. I'm only a man myself. Talking with them, Peter went inside and found a large gathering of people. He said to them, You are well aware that it is against our law for a Jew to associate with a Gentile or visit him. But God has shown me that I should not call any man impure or unclean. So when I was sent for, I came without raising any objection. May I know who sent for me? We stand here where these verses were actually taking place the very first time. This is the great capital, the governmental center for all of Israel in the time of Jesus and the time of the Apostle Paul. At one point, this great hippodrome is where Christians later were martyred and eaten alive by animals and gladiators in the Roman games. Right back over here was the Roman theater. The city would have been off back behind it. This is the very port that the Apostle Paul would have come in and out of many times as the gospel spread throughout the entire Gentile world. This was Paul's bus station, so to speak. This was Paul's port. This is the very first place we come when we land in Israel, because this is the very first place where the gospel went to the Gentiles.